life to the fullest. Kind of a cliche term that we hear people use to inspire other people. It's easier said than done, right? Live life to the fullest. Oh, okay, thank you. But what really inspires us to live life to the fullest? For me, it was the love of one special woman. Pilar Sotelo, born October 15th, 1916, in the Philippines. Unfortunately for her, like many Filipinos during that time, she had spent her adolescence in the midst of war. So many of her town was bombed. Many of her family members and friends died during the war. But she didn't let that get her down. She still had friends and family. One day she met an American soldier asking for directions on the road. Well, they ended up sharing a cab, and when the soldier got out, he asked, Pilar, can I see you again? So, okay, here's some directions to my house. Next day, Dale, the American soldier, tries to find the house. He gets lost. Asks some random gentleman, this guy's like, I know probably who she is, but give it a shot. Hey, do you know where Pilar Sotelo lives? Oh yeah, she's my sister. She, right here, I'll take you to her. So, Dale goes to Pilar's house. They fall in love. And in September 1945, they were married. And unfortunately, Manila at that time didn't have too many structurally sound churches because of the bombing. But they transcended their love, transcended their environment, and they ended up getting married in a bombed-out church. So, see Dale there in his military garb. 4 years later, in 1949, they moved back to the United States, started a family. They had 3 children. The middle happened to be my father, Jose Sotelo Huffman. And unfortunately, Easter of 1975, Dale passed away before myself or my family was able to meet him. But Pilar didn't let that get her down. She mourned her husband's loss, but refocused that love to her remaining family. And especially 3 years later, in 1978, when her first grandson was born, that's me. Over the next 12 years, she got 6 more grandkids and showered them with love. At this point, Pilar, my grandmother, became Lola, which is a Filipino word for grandmother. Some of my first memories of Lola were her extravagant greetings. Whenever we'd walk through the door, she would start singing her Spanish love songs, stand up, give us a big hug, and just give us a barrage of kisses. And it was great. You know, you could really feel that love. Another memory I have is the chances when she was babysitting us. All the grandkids, before we went to bed, she would let us all get under her bed, watch TV. And I remember as a child, listening to her pray at night. She would pray out loud, in Spanish. I had no idea what she was saying. But I always remember, if you listen long enough, during the 5 or 10 minutes she was praying, if you listen close enough, you could always hear your name. It's like, oh, there I am. I'm in that prayer. Awesome. And it wasn't until I learned Spanish later on in life that I realized she was thanking God just for all the blessings in her life and for all the love that he had given to her and through her family. Family is always important. Family is always number one to Lola, and she showed it. I had the opportunity to live with Lola for the first 17 years of my life, whether it was at her house or at our house. But she was very independent. She did her own cooking. She spent her days driving around to friends' house, going to see her sisters. She drove until she was 95 years old. So, she loved being out. She went with her church friends around the world to these little trips to Egypt, Philippines, all over the place. And every person that spent time with her, she touched. They felt her love, and they loved her for it. Lola never missed an opportunity to show her youthful spirit, try something new, and incite laughter. An example would be when my cousin got a go-kart for his birthday. She's like, I've never been in a go-kart before. Move over, let me get in that go-kart. I'm going to take it for a spin. So, here's an 80-year-old woman taking a go-kart around the neighborhood. My dad cleaning his gun in the kitchen. Lola walks in. It's like, wow, that's a cool-looking gun. Let me see that. Picks it up and does her best Rambo impersonation. I'm like, this lady is crazy. But everywhere she went, her love was felt. And Lola's love hit an all-time high in 2010 when she was introduced to her 2 great-grandchildren, Calvin and Justice, my son. And it was at this time that I, once again, got to see another generation the same awesome greetings that I got as a kid. Same Spanish love songs, the same kisses. That's a Lola kiss right there. There's a normal kiss and there's a Lola kiss, which is at very close range. And even in her last moments on earth, she, just in the next building over, got time to spend with family, singing her songs, Spanish, kissing everybody, and looking forward to seeing her husband, who she hadn't seen in 37 years. And she even joked, it's like, I know, the first thing he's going to say to me is, what took you so long? Her last breaths were to remind us of her undying love. And I believe it was her love of God shining through her that touched the life of so many people and inspired them to follow her example and live life to the fullest. Thank you.